out here at the marsh, getting ready for a bit of a run. That right there is concerning, but I think we'll be alright. Far enough away, but I just saw some lightning bolt down underneath the sun coming up over there, but it's quite a ways that way, and yeah, and we're going that way, so just keep an eye on that. The other thing that's kind of odd is a lot of friends here this morning. Look at all these boys. Vultures everywhere. This thing is full. Just the amount of rain we've been having and the time of year it is. Tell you what, this place looks a lot fuller than it was last time I was out here running. But it's a cool spot. I do like it out here. So it's warm, it's wet, it's Florida. And we're gonna go for an old stroll. We go for a run right out there down the causeway, and yeah, looking forward to seeing how far we get this morning, because today is the long run. Back in Florida running. So this is today's long run. Just trying to get back on track after Ireland. And yeah, feeling pretty good this morning. Got the most sleep last night than I've gotten in weeks, which is well needed. Still trying to adjust to this humidity and heat after a couple of weeks in Ireland. It was a nice break, but man, coming back here now, it's hot. And slow. We've got 1k done. And today's goal is the long run. So I'll be on the feet for a while this morning, which should be good. And yeah, glad to be back on the trail. This week with the travel, I got thrown off quite a bit. Time change, flying, not being able to find decent food while traveling was a problem. So I definitely felt the impact of just carbs and some sugar with the food at the airport. But I was able to lock in the diet the last few days, and feeling so much better for it. It's amazing, just the food, the fuel, what a difference that makes. But yeah, I did a 7k yesterday, 7k the day before, just to get back into it and slightly bump up the distance on my non-long runs. And this morning we're going for the 15k, which will be the longest run to date. Gonna focus in on it, get some miles in. No shortage of alligators today, my goodness. I think with all the extra water, they're all up and about. And yeah, mosquitoes too. Welcome back to Florida. Oh lads. But here we go, it'll be grand. No shortage of gators around here. Even in this little retention pond thing. There's one there and one over there. So one of the reasons I enjoy running, and by the way we just went past the 5k mark, but the way my mind works, it's one of the few times that I can just focus on one thing, because running isn't that easy, but it helps me just have more singular thoughts. And if you know, you know what I'm talking about. But so probably for the last kilometre I've been just thinking about the Irish trip. You know, so grateful to be able to go home and visit, and just the excitement of like just packing and heading to the airport and grabbing our tickets and then just getting to the gate, heading to Atlanta, and just retracing steps that we had taken with the kids 12 years ago. It's pretty incredible. And then to be coming to land in Ireland on the flight and the excitement, and getting off the plane in Dublin airport and seeing the Aer Lingus, and then seeing the signs that said welcome to Ireland, and then the greeting you get when you come through immigration in Ireland, and the Irish immigration officer says welcome home. I think that's brilliant. Then of course, you know, jumped into the car, driving out of Dublin, that was fun. And then stopping at the Rocket Down the Maze and the kids' first real feel of Ireland. And what a first impression. And they loved it. They loved that castle. They ran. They took in the views around from that peak. You can have some incredible views of the Port Leash area. Yeah, they just look so happy exploring the castle and having a lot of fun, so that was the highlight. Then of course the road to Cork, and we had to stop for our sausages and black pudding, which we did, quite a few.
And give me maybe 8 pieces of black pudding.
And then Daniel saying
Going home to Cork.
about going home to Cork. That was a fun little moment. And then of course driving into Cork, driving up towards the neighbourhood my parents have lived in for, I don't know, 37 years. So very much my childhood there. And then my dad greeting at the door, and my mom and my sister-in-law, and of course my brother Andrew. That was a brilliant moment. So happy to see him. And then over the next few days, seeing the rest of the family and all the fun the kids had. Seeing my other brother, my sister, cousins, my aunt and uncles. Just fantastic. Very grateful for the chance to do that and the time to do that. And of course being able to run. I got to run through fields by my brother's house. I had to run up a castle and do my push-ups on top of a castle. Then running through Cobh, where the Titanic's last port of call was. That was a fun moment. And Spike Island, that was epic. Going out on my brother's boat, heading to the island and running out there. And then of course, the big race. That was like 5 miles, but it was a quick 5 miles, and it was a tough 5 miles because as you can see how flat it is here. A lot of running through my old neighbourhood where I used to walk to school, running through the city, grabbing a cup of coffee, you know, meeting different people along the way. My nephew, that was fun that morning. And then other people, I met a guard who had lived in America for 23 years. So we had a great conversation when I was sitting outside the post office having my coffee. And then Cian, hey, this fella's from Knockmeany, training for 200k. That was a cool motivational moment. And here we are. Of course, we had to say goodbye, which is sad. Yeah, after a few flight delays and getting late, straight into work the next morning in a pretty busy week. Although I did do 2 7Ks on Thursday and Friday. Allowed myself to recover a bit on Wednesday. Got a great night's sleep last night. And we're just closing on 6K right now, almost halfway through a run today. But I just wanted to share just a couple of the highlights and what I'm thinking about this morning when I'm running. And what brilliant things to be thinking about. The country I come from, the challenges I did, the finish lines, the family moments, my brother at the finish line, the food I ate. Lads, that's a whole different topic. Although I have gotten back down to my pre-Ireland weight. Here we are. We're running still. Today's going to be our longest running record yet. Excited to see it through. We'll do some push-ups here in the halfway mark, and that will call it a day. It's good to have goals, and it can be very hard to come back from home and family and feel that separation again. So just having the goals that I'm heading towards, the motivation to keep pushing and doing hard things, it's very good for me, very healthy, and I plan to keep it going, even though it's hard, and it's hard. But it's good to do hard things and persevere.